So it's June 2nd, and this is as far as I can move my arm up. So, this is exciting. That's how deodorant goes, because I can't really lift my arm that high. I can't get into my armpit yet. So, that's an exciting thing to learn to deal with, having a broken humerus across the whole top and having ripped bicep muscles and torn and broken bones and rotator cuff that is ripped and torn. It's pretty fun. So I'm on a healing journey, and my goal is to be able to get my arm above my head by August. So until then, you get to see me struggling a little bit, doing things like deodorant. Anyways, thanks for paying attention and cheering me on. I hope you have a wonderful healing day. You might be wondering why you've seen me with so many fantastic side of my head hairdos, whether it's a bun or a braid or maybe even a ponytail. So I'm two months since breaking my shoulder, and when I first did it, I couldn't move my arm right here. So I went 2 months and couldn't actually get my hair contained. It was very, very frustrating. I don't love my hair on my neck. So now if I lean sideways, I can kind of get my hair to cooperate. It's not the most fantastic thing in the world, but the side braid or side bun is pretty much all I can do right now. If I lean over to the side, I can get my hair up. That's about all I've got, because you can see I can't wash my hair with my left hand, which takes twice as long to shampoo. I can't get my hand up to do these things, and I can't reach my hand in any way that gives me anything other than a side ponytail. So, little thoughts with Jessica about broken shoulders and how to heal. Be excited for the hair growth. 2 more really fun facts that I'm sharing with you that have been really fun with my shoulder injury is, I showed earlier about putting the deodorant on. Well, I also cannot shave my armpit. So this is a whole new experience in learning how to navigate social standards of personal hygiene, because I physically cannot actually lift my shoulder in a way so that I can do that. So I'm experiencing this like half body situation where my right side is maintaining my regular routine and it feels mostly powerful and strong and, socially acceptable. And then my left side is hunched open. And if you see a little bit of armpit hair throughout the next year, or hopefully less, my goal is to be able to shave my armpits hopefully by August, if not Labor Day. That'll be 5 months, and that's a commitment to something that is socially not standard. So it allows for interesting conversations and a lot of different dialogue internally about why it matters or how I feel about it and how I feel about it since I can't do anything about it. So these are also some interesting things. The other fun, not so fun, it depends on my mood and where I'm going, is because of how my bone is broken. It's broken exactly down around the curve of my scapula, which incidentally is also the same spot that a bra strap sits on. And through this injury, I have learned that the teeniest amount of pressure on my shoulder, anywhere from here all the way to here in this whole arch, can cause some serious discomfort. High on that list is bra straps. So while I wasn't particularly a huge fan of bras before the injury, now I literally cannot wear them because they're going to put pressure on the spots that are healing and cause further injury. So I also am embracing the braless nature that is not so much like standard in our culture and our society right now. So there's a lot of opportunities for that. I do have some strapless bras, but again, they put pressure on this part that's trying to heal. So sometimes yes, sometimes no. I have some shirts that have the built-in tank top bra, but again, that has, because of where the elastics are in that and where the straps are, it usually causes some pain not too long afterwards. And one of the big things that I learned through this was that I can't wear a hoodie right now. So for the first 2 months, I was wearing like a poncho and a shawl because that's all I could do. It was like a V-slit thing. And I'll show you, actually, I have one right here. So for my first 2 months, that's what I got to wear. So from March until the middle of May or so, this is all I could do because I had my arm in an immobilizer like this, and I could open this up and it wouldn't put pressure on me too much. It still put some pressure, but it was the most I could manage. So then after I got the immobilizer off and I was out of my sling, everything's still broken, but he didn't want me to get stiff in my arm, so I'm supposed to be moving that. I moved up to hooded sweatshirts with a zipper in a size that's too big for me. So I need to upsize my sweater, and it has to have a zipper so that I can have the freedom to move my arm, because I made the mistake of putting on an actual hoodie, and when I did that, I got too much pressure from the seam right here and too much pressure from the cuff right here, and I ended up swelling. Really, really not fun. So these are all interesting things that I'm learning to navigate while working on my left side here of my body. So from my fingertips all the way to the back of my shoulder, there's pretty solid nerve damage. This right here was ripped and shredded, and tuberosities that hold things in place, and junction points, all sorts of major trauma here. I keep thinking it's not as bad as it is, but then when I look at the x-ray, or when I look at the MRI, or the doctor tells me that to avoid surgery, I have to do really intensive physical therapy for the next year to 2 years. Yeah, I have to realize that I did a good number on myself, and while I have a great attitude about getting better, I have to take it really slow and not push myself and just work on little things. I tried to lift a weight the other day, and I did a 2-pound weight, and I just did this. And both my physical therapist and surgeon said, nope, you don't get to lift weights. So right now, my max capacity is about a coffee cup that I have with water or something like that. That's about the most I can carry. There's a few things I do in short bursts, but overall, this is a very, very slow and limiting situation. Anything that puts pressure on this, whether I'm sitting down with an ice pack on it, or like I said, the bra or the shirts, or, who knows what. It's challenging, and it's a good learning experience. So I just wanted to give you guys an update of where I'm at with the healing and the recovery, and why you might notice I have armpit hair, or why you might notice I'm not wearing a bra. It's not because these are things that are part of my regular identity. These are things that I'm having to accept as part of my growth into this next journey, where I don't have control over what goes on all the way with my body. So on that note, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Do the best you can. Feel your power, and just get through it and grin, because at the end, whatever it is worth it. And make sure you take some time to breathe.